What's going on, everybody? We haven't done this in quite a while. I think the last one we did was probably the well filters. We are headed down to the well, we're on the drain field right now. We're headed down to the Norweco pump. You can see how bad this has gotten. I gotta get out here. I gotta do something. My lawnmower went out and I haven't had time to fix it. Here's the sand pit some of you heard about that I found on my property when my tractor got stuck. Anyway, none of that's here nor there for today. We're headed back to the Norweco tanks. The aerator went out, so I had to order a replacement, and now we're gonna go back here and replace it. This thing is heavy. I thought I could carry this the whole time, but it's proven to be heavier than I thought. Not a surprise. I forgot what I was going to say. Not a surprise that this went out. This septic system was put in like 98 as part of a building plan that never just never came to fruition. It was part of the reason why we bought this property, because it already had septic, it already had well, so we didn't have to do any of that stuff, and we didn't have to heard a little critter. We didn't have to, you know, deal with the hassle of finding water and having the drain field percolate and all that other stuff. So I wasn't surprised that this went out. It's been on its last legs basically since we bought it. With this system, the county requires us to have semi-annual inspections. They came out and did their inspection a couple weeks ago now, and let me know that it needed to be replaced. So here we are. As I understand it, all I have to do... It sounds really close, considering how many yards away that is. But anyway, I'm supposed to be able to just pull it out and drop the new one in. So we'll see. I'm going to set up the camera. I guess I'll show you the system here. This tank here has the aerator, or this, I think it's one giant tank, but this access port has the aerator. And then there's two more here with cement lids. And then there's a plastic access of some kind there. I'm not an expert on how it works. I know just enough to get myself in trouble. But what I'm going to do is we're going to set up the camera here. I'll move this here. And you guys can see this in action. These concrete lids weigh a ton. I'm not going to take it all the way off because they don't have a good lip on them. Well, this one actually not so bad. They don't have a great lip on them to grab a hold of them with. I'm going to have to go further than that. There we go. Oh, that smells. Whew. It's actually not that bad. Like, it's not like... okay, good. It's not like vomit inducing, but it definitely smells like sewage. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open the box here and pull out the new unit. This company that does the inspections actually are pretty cool. They're not cheap, and I don't know what the going rate is for these things, but pay them something like $400 a year, and it's basically held hostage, right? Because I'm required to have them do it. But they don't charge for every little thing. They don't nickel and dime you when you need help with something. They've been really helpful to me to learning how the system works since I bought the place. They've come out here a couple of times and didn't charge me anything, you know, so I can't really be mad at them for that. And then in the case of this, here, I'll come down here. In the case of this system, they told me what I needed, and they're like, look, you know, if you want us to do it for you, we'll do it for you, but it's going to be cheaper. I can hear myself echoing. It's going to be cheaper if you order the part and do it yourself, and it just drops in there. So they gave me the number of a local supplier to order from. Well, he never returned my call, so I ended up having to order it online. This thing was about $500 after tax, free shipping, which is nice. He's already unplugged. Oh shoot! I'm gonna have to go get a pair of pliers. The ground pin broke off in the plug, so I'll try to get this out with, well, I don't want to use my pocket. I'm gonna go get a pair of pliers, then we'll be back. All right, I did as well cut power on the breaker so I don't get electrocuted here. Yeah, that popped right out. So that explains probably why it stopped working. The unit itself might actually be operational, but might have to replace the plug and blah, 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 blah. Okay, I was worried about this plug because I didn't know where it came in at. I was worried I was going to lose it down the tank, but it's actually coming in just about 4 or 5 inches below the surface. It's actually not very deep at all. All right, let's pull this out. Okay, it's actually pretty heavy. I think the new one's quite a bit lighter. You can see, I mean, obviously this has been in the ground for what, 23 years probably. I'm assuming this is original. You can see it's all rusted and corroded and things of that nature. So for right now, I'm just going to put this on the ground. And we need to get the new one going here. Okay, we're back. I got my trusty little Allen wrench kit. This came from Fred Meyer, aka Kroger, like 10 years ago, because I needed an Allen wrench and it was late. And you know, what's on your list today, you'll find it at Fred Meyer. And sure enough, and man, I've used this thing. I use it all the time. I'm shocked how often I have to use this little kit. You guys can't see, but I'm just loosening these little retention springs, or not springs, but screws. No. There we go. All right, and then this goes on here. Oh, I see, and it lines up right there. We need to unscrew these. Oh. Okay. A little bit more. No, seems like they should go. Oh, shit. Well, it's going to be a good video. You can see how handy I'm not. Hang on a second here. Okay, there we go. And this is on there. Okay, so I got the rod connected, and now we're just tightening these down. one downside to this little kit is that it is wide, so when you're trying to tighten in a you know, tight spot, it can be a little tough. So it already has rust on it. Great. Okay, now I get my glove back on here just because it's kind of gross. We're just going to drop. Oh, well, first we're going to take the rubber band and thing off the gimmick here. I don't think this comes off. That stays on. Yeah, the other one's got it too. Okay. And then we're just going to lower this down. And there are little cutouts on the concrete tube here where the arms go. Perfect fit. Grab my knife here. We'll cut the zip tie without cutting the electrical. And there's also a twist tie on here. It's hard to do with gloves on. There we go. Okay. We will plug that in. We shall walk over to the breaker box here. Flip on the power. God, it's tough back here. It is really rough. I had this all cleared and nice, and man, it grew back so fast. I don't know what I'm gonna do to keep it cleared, but I've got to figure something out that's a little more permanent. If we can get enough wood chips, we can oop, I hear it. If we can get enough wood chips, I can just dump them back here and it'll just kill everything underneath. I hear it working. That's good. It's a good sound. And you can see it. And you can smell it. Woo! So that's basically what it does. It just pumps air into the basically all the wastewater comes from the house all the way down here. It goes into these tanks. The aerator pumps it full of air, and then it gets pumped back up to the drain field and your septic tank. And it just, because our ground sucks. It's all hard clay and apparently beach sand, apparently, as we now discovered. It just helps it disperse and percolate a little bit easier. So that was really easy. Really happy with that. I don't know how I'm going to dispose of the old one. I might try to disassemble the rod, and then maybe I could just throw it in the trash. We'll see. But otherwise I'll have to take it to the dump, I guess. Yeah, easy peasy. Adventures in owning property that isn't tied to municipal anything. Barely have a phone line. So anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Appreciate your like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Real quick, I'm gonna try to do a video on that drain field because we're gonna pull all that grass back. I've started it, but the ground is so uneven there. It's just proven to be really difficult. But we're gonna pull all that grass back, and then we're gonna plant creeping thyme. So it's, it's real. Or no, I'm sorry, we changed that. Not thyme, micro clover, and it's just it only grows like this tall, and it's just gonna cover everything, and then we just don't have to deal with it. So that's kind of the goal there. And that's probably going to be the next project. We started on it this summer, but it just got a little hot like really hot. But as you can see, it's pretty gray out today. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but pretty gray. It's still warm and a little bit muggy, but it's not too bad. So if the weather stays like this for the next you know, month or so, maybe we'll be able to tackle that project. So anyways, like I said, appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. We'll see you next time.